One thing I love with the North, once we have started our own, we don't know where to stop and we don't know how to like say, it's okay. Listen to this.
Kai mu ba Peter Obi ko ba za ka yi mana adalci ba wallahi mun zabe ka. Tun da Kwankwasa ya ce mu zabe ka to sai mun zaba. In ka tashi raba Najeriya nan ka raba ta kowace local government ka bata shugaban kasar ta. Ba dai Kwankwasa ya ce mu zabe ka ba to sai mun zaba. Mu ba mu da wata alƙibla sai shi in kana tare da ni da naman da in baka tare da ni ware.
Okay, what he's just saying in this video is that he's saying that as for them, they must vote Peter Obi because their leader Konkoso have said that Peter Obi is the best candidate. They will follow him because of Konkoso. Even if he's going to divide the country, he should divide it. That one is none of their business. They must vote and follow him because Konkoso have bring him. Anything that if Konkoso point, they will do. So, but the only thing, even if he's going to divide the country, is you even divide it local government by local government. Every local government should have their president self. It's none of his business. But all they know, they will vote Konkoso. And it's true. They are elite that have been empowered ever since, that they don't want this thing to slip out of their hand. They kept deceiving them that when you give power to an Igbo man, he will divide Nigeria. When you give, it was Igbo man that killed Salduna. It was Igbo man that did coup. It was it. All these things are lies. They have started realizing that even the allegation then that they said that Peter Obi was chasing Northerners away from Anambra State, forcing them to have an ID card. That lies is not selling again because Konkoso himself have debunked that it was even during his tenure as a governor that thing happened in Imo State, not even in Anambra. So you see all these things, they sell cheap lies. Those days their imam go about preaching cheap lies. Now the same most of the imam now are the one that they are preaching Peter Obi now, that people should vote Peter Obi. When it's your time, you don't need to stress yourself. That's how God works. All this false narrative that Igbo will sell Nigeria, Nigeria is operating on constitution. One man, if you like, give president to Igbo, give Senate president to Igbo, vice to Igbo, they can't divide Nigeria. Because the things that is inside there is above what they are thinking. They are just using that one to scare Igbos away, giving them bad names because they want to continue ruling the Yorubas and the North.
Peter Obi may likely win 2027 selection. This is pretty funny, ridiculous, right? In the previous post I made, I told us that a lot of Northerners are beginning to change their narrative. They are beginning to change their narrative from the old narrative. Because it has been said a lot of time, or time without number, that voting a typical Igbo man will lead to nothing but Biafra. But this time around, because of what is happening in the country, insecurity bedeviling the country, economic uncertainty, hardship, and a lot of things is beginning to give the Northerners a different narrative of who to wins 2027 selection. And why I said in the beginning of this video that Peter Obi may likely win 2027 selection, it is because of this. Watch.
Assalamu alaikum. Professor Usman tsohon shugaban NHS na Najeriya. Dan Allah dan kaga wannan sakon ka tura shi har ya je gurin sa. Da yaran Atiku masu tunanin sai an zaba Atiku Abubakar shine kishin arewa. Wannan sakon direct naku ne. Ba za mu yi Atiku Abubakar ba. Ba za mu yi duk wani mai ƙarya kishin arewa ba. Ba za mu yi duk wani mai kare muradin ƴan ta'addan Fulani ba. Kowane ne shi arewa. Kuma babu wanda ya sai kalli Rabi Musa Kwankwasa arewa nuna masa kishin arewa da kauna arewa. Duk arewa ba wani gwamna da ya zo ya kalli arewa ya mata university guda 3 a cikin jihar da ya mulka an ba Rabi Musa Kwankwasa ba. Babu wanda ya dauka dan talaka dan mai karas da dan mai yalo ya kai shi kasar waje ya kai shi Jordan ya kai shi Ingila ya kai shi America ya karatu yau dan talaka ya zama direban jirgin sama a jihar Kano. In ba Rabi Musa Kwankwasa ba. Babu wanda ya kashe an arewa ya dauki kafarsa ya tafi ile
what this young man was saying is that if you take a look at the social media, you see where Professor Usman, the former NHIS boss, was moving around kicking against the vote of an Igbo man because he said voting an Igbo man will lead to nothing but Biafra. So he was saying a lot of things about, and then this young man came out to kick against what Professor Usman was saying. He said, what is it that the Fulani has done to the country? He should come out and tell people Even when he was NHIS boss, what is it that he has done to the Northerners that he has the ghost to come out and be kicking against voting of an Igbo man? He said this time around, they have become more wise and more educated that they will never agree that somebody should come out in the social media and telling them never to vote for an Igbo man. And secondly, he was equally sending a message to those who love Atiku Abubakar. He said Atiku Abubakar is typical a northerner. And what is it that Atiku Abubakar has done to them that they are saying that they should vote for Atiku and leave Peter Obi? And he came out to say a lot of good things that Konkoso Rabiu has done when he was governor in Kano. You and I know that he has made a lot of children whose parents are very poor to become something in the country. One of which he has made a lot of the children of the poor become pilots, become engineers. He took them outside to go and study overseas. He said, who is it that can do this if not Rabiu Konkoso? This is one of the reasons why I'm telling us today that Peter Obi may likely win 2027 election. There are a lot of political analysis that is going on. And if you are looking in the social media, you will see that the Northerners are changing their narrative of who to vote in 2027 election. But for now, I will keep updating us. Let's keep watch.
Listen to this. I will interpret to you. I will interpret for those of you that doesn't understand Hausa. Listen.
Masu cewa Hausawa ba su taɓa mulkin Najeriya ba to ga dama ta samu domin Peter Obi dan Kano ne Bahaushe ne cikakke domin sunansa Fatuhu a Kano suka zauna tun zamanin tsimburbura iyayensu da kakannin suke jihar Kano fatauci ne ya kai su kasashen Inyamurai har ya zauna a can don haka Bahaushe ga dama ta
In every political season like this, there's nothing you will not see, there's nothing you will not hear on internet space, especially this Gen Z generation. What he was saying, in summary, he was actually saying that for those Hausa people that were complaining that Hausa people have never ruled in Nigeria, have never been a president of the country, that the opportunity have come because they have traced the roots of the man called Peter Obi. There is an Hausa man from Kano. Just that his grandfather relocated his father when they were very young back to Igbo land. That was where they went because of greener pasture, in search of greener pasture, and settled. It was there they born Peter Obi father, and the father now gave birth to Peter Obi in Igbo land, that is East in Anambra of present days of today. That's why people see him as an Igbo, but originally that Peter Obi is an Hausa man from Kano by origin. So nothing you would not hear. These are not new things. When you are being loved by people, when you are being celebrated by people, in fact, there's people that will trace lineage to you, even whether biologically or non-biologically. They will trace their lineage to you because you are being loved naturally. So other than the man called Obi is a bad person, you think Hausa people will come as far as this from the north, carrying his issue on their head almost everywhere you go on internet space, physically, Kano especially, northwest. They said Obi or nothing. That is why live your life well as a person. Your life, your legacy will speak for you, whether alive or not alive.
Only person that still have traction, that has traction is Obi.
Mr. Ako, it doesn't matter your political dexterity. Oh, Charlie, we to Fayose, nídìí òṣèlú. You can't be smarter than Fayose and you can't be more knowledgeable than Fayose. Fayose just said it now that the only opposition that has traction in Nigeria now is Obi. I used to tell people, even Tinubu knows that Obi is his biggest headache. But APC people won't affect that. They are the ones sponsoring the campaign of communing. Go and tell them that Obi is not valuable. Go and tell them that Obi is dull. People that voted for Buhari, you are telling us that Obi is dull. You voted for Buhari twice, but Obi is dull. You see, if we want to get to the root of our problem in Nigeria, we have to start with sincerity. How will you campaign for Buhari and you are telling me that Obi is dull? They will say the vote Obi got in 2023, he cannot get it again. He cannot get it again. It is a lie. They are afraid. Tinubu is afraid of Obi, especially now. Obi was the biggest name in 2023 in Labour Party. Now in Labour Party, they have Seraike Dixon, they have Kwankwaso, they have Binani, they have Guana, they now have big people in NDC now. You will see Shege in 2027, you people, you will see Shege. I'm not saying Obi will win. You are the one that asked us that if we do video, your followers should ask us who is the better alternative. Obi is a better alternative, sir. Stop telling us that Tinubu is the only person that can do president in Nigeria. Or do you guys have plans that Tinubu will remain president after 2031? Is that what you are saying? It is an insult to the population of Nigeria. It is only Tinubu, there is no other person. Before Tinubu emerged, they have been president in Nigeria. After Tinubu will go, another person will still rule over Nigeria. Tinubu cannot be the only person that can rule Nigeria. Stop saying that nonsense. Stop saying that nonsense. Everybody will come with their policy and their approach. They will come with their policy and their approach. Stop telling us, stop threatening the whole nation that Tinubu is the nicest thing to happen to us after sliced bread. There can be alternative. Peter Obi is an alternative. Fayose ló sọ fún rẹ̀ yẹn, Fayose ló sọ. At least you are not more wise than Fayose in politics. Fayose said it by himself that Obi is the only opposition that has traction. Yes, and I believe him. You are afraid of Obi. You people are afraid of Obi. That is why you are playing all these gimmicks that you are playing. Leave him alone. He's a credible alternative. And aside Obi, there are credible alternatives. There are more than 1,000 people that can be president in Nigeria from Yoruba race. Stop saying that Tinubu is the only person. Don't you know you are putting us in trouble? Because nearest in the future now, they will say, well, it is you people that said Tinubu is the only person that can be president in Nigeria. So after Tinubu, there's no other person that is qualified. It is a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. Obi is a credible alternative. Fayose ló sọ fún rẹ̀. Fayose ló sọ fún rẹ̀. And in 2023, he was the biggest name in Labour Party. Now they have more big politicians with him. Yes. What we need to solve security matter is political will. It's political will. It's political will. America say, okay, you have proven to us that our military is weak. What happened to the American deal? Let the US come and fight for us. It is you people that use politics to destroy everything. Because when you people talk, you mean we should just go and sit down and accept our fate like that. That nothing good can come out of us again. That everybody should go and sit down and be waiting for the day of their death. Because that is what you people are implying. That we should just be managing like that. We have a president that is nonchalant, that said he doesn't have a solution to our problem, and you said we should keep quiet, that there is no other alternative. So we should be waiting. You sat down in London or Canada or wherever you are. I'm talking to you, Ako. You said we that we are in Nigerians, we should just sit down. That is what you are implying. That Tinubu cannot do more than that, and there's no better alternative. So we should keep quiet. Or you don't reason, you don't think deep of what you are saying. I'm talking to you, Ako, sir. I know you may be older, but think deeply, sir. It is an insult on the collective mentality of Nigerians to believe that Tinubu is the only person that can rule Nigeria. It is stupid. You people that voted for Buhari twice, you voted for Buhari, so you are saying that there is no Nigerian that is smarter than Buhari and Tinubu? You voted for Buhari twice. You are saying Peter Obi is not smart, but Buhari is smart in this Nigeria. Buhari is smart, but Obi is not smart. Buhari is smart. Seyi Makinde is not smart. Buhari is smart. Fayemi is not smart. Buhari is smart. Fashola is not smart. Buhari is smart. Ambode is not smart in this country. In this country, Buhari is smart. Tambuwa is not smart. Buhari is smart. Kwankwaso is not smart in this country. Olote ninyi, Obayeje ninyi. You voted for Buhari for 8 years, and you want to believe that there's nobody that is smarter than Buhari and Tinubu in the whole of Nigeria. You are insulting us. You are insulting our mentality. We will not agree with you. There are people better than Buhari and Tinubu in Nigeria, and they will emerge one day. God will deliver us.
Obi will win. There are dozens of reasons why Obi cannot win. Number one, the way you Igbos are pushing this man, you are making it, you people gaga, the real tribalistic bigots. Once you tell them that your preference is not Peter Obi, they don't even want to know if it is Atiku you are supporting or Omoyele Sowore or another candidate, they just believe, oh, you are a tribalistic person because probably you are Yoruba. Igbos go on social media, write all sort of nonsense about the Yoruba tribe. You think me as a bona fide Yoruba person, I will read those things and I will now say in my current sense, it is Obi that I want to vote.
The painful thing is that me, I'm not even Igbo. I'm Isoko. And I'm telling you that Peter Obi is the solution. Even you, that Yoruba girl, you see her teeth looking like all those, you know those friends in Nigeria that they break glass on top so that teeth cannot climb. That's how her teeth look like. You see the way her teeth look like. I know that's how her brain look like too. She knows deep within her that Peter Obi is the solution to Nigeria problem. But you see some of these Yoruba people, they will still come outside and they don't even have shame that the tightest man that they're able to bring, the strongest person from their tribe they're able to bring is condemning and destroying Nigeria. Instead of them to be hiding their face or looking for the right candidate, which is Mr. Peter Obi, they are there belittling or insulting the Igbos and the Igbos are, see, I'm not Igbo. And I'm telling you that you talking, making talking, you don't have sense. And you will never have sense. Just look at her. I went to go and look at her profile and I'm like, Jesus Christ. This one even need them. Nigeria is dealing with her, but she's there doing cyber bigotry, saying Igbo is doing this, is doing that. The problem is that if Peter Obi was not a good or the proper solution to Nigeria problem, then yes, whatever they want to be saying about the Igbos would have been what's the English term to use now? Would have been right. But you cannot tell me that an Igbo person will just come out and say things about Yoruba for nothing. Like for example, like this girl now. She does not have sense. And I'm saying it because literally she does not have sense. Tinubu have destroyed the country. You are not dragging Tinubu that have destroyed the country. There is no other solution. All the candidates that are running, none is the solution to Nigeria problem. But guess what? Igbo is your problem because they are telling you that you don't have sense for supporting Tinubu. That is what is paining you. And of course, you don't have sense. They are totally right. If they are insulting you that you as a Yoruba girl supporting Tinubu that you don't have sense, they are right. And me, as an ethical person now, I'm also telling you now that you don't have sense. Some of these Yoruba people should be hiding their face in shame, considering the fact that of every single individual from South Africa they could bring to govern Nigeria is Tinubu. Tinubu has brought disgrace to the Yoruba tribe. Tinubu has brought disgrace to everything many of us from the South we've learned about the Yoruba. Now we are beginning to deconstruct some of the things we've learned about the Yoruba tribe because Tinubu have denigrated the Yoruba tribe. But you people still have the guts to come outside to be lambasting the Igbos for trying to give you sense that you don't have. For trying to give you the common sense that you don't have. But it's okay. No problem. The suffer went in the body they put. No, the suffer apart now. Fulani have here into Southwest. Abi, if Igbo that's your problem. Igbo they thought you will not vote Peter Obi. Because they thought you will not vote Peter Obi. Who is suffering? At least the Igbos are able to understand the security in their region. What about your region? You guys are being beheaded like chicken for Christmas. Idiot. For Igbos are such.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. In spite of the fact that we know that we have sycophants in this country, we have tribal bigots, religious bigots in this country, it's a good thing and a thing of joy that Northerners are beginning to change the narrative and they are beginning to think selflessly on their own. They are beginning to be more liberal when it comes to thinking about how to get a better Nigeria and how to elect a leader. They no longer want to prioritize religion and ethnicity over the right candidate any longer. I know the role and the fact that Rabi Musa Kwankwaso is the running mate to Obi is also playing a big role and is also influencing their thought process. However, I still think that it's a welcome development and from this they are going to build on this. After the suffering they've endured under this administration, I don't think they should prioritize religion and ethnicity over competence. Because tell me why you think that Atiku is better than Tinubu. I don't see Atiku doing much better than Tinubu. And these are people who probably have spent they spent so much money trying to win an elective position, especially the number one position in Nigeria for over 30 years. And they've not been able to smell that position. Tell me, if he gets into that position eventually, don't you think he's going to do everything to recoup his money he spent and make some funds for himself and his family, and loot the funds that are supposed to use for the betterment of Nigeria for his own family and his cronies? Of course, he has the power of executive and is going to do and undo whatever thing he feels like. But for someone who has set an example already, and we've seen him done that in his state while he was the governor. We saw that when he was leaving, he didn't leave with a dime, and even after he left, he told them never to give him or reward him with the perks of the office of the former governor. And he has said it countless times that even when he was given land, he rejected and turned it down, that it was just a call for service when he was the governor of the state, that it was a privilege for him and not an avenue to amass wealth, and that he was comfortable with his own personal wealth and his personal money. That is someone who has been tested and someone who is trusted, not someone who has never been in that kind of position before. If these candidates, if you check their antecedents, you could see that these people have penchant for corruption and penchant for amassing wealth, looting money, and all sort of things that are anti-masses. So why would you even think of even bringing this kind of person if something is not wrong with you? For those ones who are fanning the ember of tribal difference and divide, I think it's time for you to kind of lay down your hatchets and like kind of drop those things down, drop that narrative down, so that we should, or maybe we can fight for a better Nigeria. You can see that Nigerians are being mobbed across the world, like they are being stereotyped and being pushed to go back home because their country is not working. We can see our country today is becoming a shadow of itself. We can see that there is nowhere safe in this country again. Why don't we like kill behind someone, the person that is competent and the person we trust to bring this change into this country, and to ensure that Nigeria gets back on track? Is it not better than like trying to do trial and error, or maybe prioritizing bigotry in whichever form, just because you feel this person is from my religion or is from my tribe? Don't you think that's the thing? Without a better person at the helm of the affair, we won't have a better country, we won't have a good country. You can see this APC government has taken almost a decade out of our years already. So just imagine if the APC government continues beyond 2027 now. You know, it's going to alter so many things in our lives. We can tell and attest to the fact that this government, this APC administration has ruined so many things in our lives and all. And it's time for us to correct it. There is no time to like kind of say, okay, we want to give this any benefit of doubt any longer. Look at their antecedents and their performances while they were in or while they held this elective position, and from that place you can adjudge to know who is the best and who we should queue behind. That is just it. They say a word is enough for a wise. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.